Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Thursday, excuse me, April 8th, 2021, and we are again in the final hour of the trading day. The final hour of the trading day is my favorite time to make my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades, because at the end in that last hour, and in particular in the last few minutes, the large financial institutions come in and they take control away from the day traders and the algorithms. I consider it to be the most valid price of the day. Thank you for coming today. I appreciate it. It's always nice to see everyone. I always look forward to this time of the day. I think we have such a great group, so many great contributors. So thank you for coming, and I hope you're having a great day. And I think most people are having a pretty good trading day. I would say that as well. So currently, the Dow is up 50 points. It's up 0.15%. The NASDAQ is up 125 points, up 0.92%. And the S&P is up 17 points, up 0.42%. So here's the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we are going to come back, take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, how I'm going to manage them going forward. I did have some day trades today. I'm going to share those with you as well. Then we're going to go over to the board where my students have their positions up on the board, and looking over there, it looks like they're doing pretty well. Pretty well. So that's good. After that, we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about trader psychology, most important skill you can ever develop in trading. And so we'll spend a few minutes on that. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal's scanner. I have 3 requirements whenever I'm looking to enter a new trade. First requirement, confluence combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Second requirement, have to have a good risk to reward ratio, at least 2 to 1. If I'm risking $100 to the downside, I need to be able to make 200 or more to the upside. And then lastly, before you hit that buy button every day, ask yourself, am I position sizing based upon the current volatility? Am I taking a good clean trade where I have a total plan? I know where my entry is. I know where my emergency stop is. I know where my end of day stop is. I know where my profit targets are. That's the important part. You have to have a complete plan before you take a trade. Okay. I do have some end of day candidates that I've identified. I'll go through those with a fine tooth comb at the right as we get closer to the close of the market. And if I find something good at the end of the day, I will go ahead and buy it after the market closes. If anybody has any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you have any stock symbols that you would like me to look at, please let me know as well. Put them in the chat. And lastly, if any of my students that have positions up on the board, if you have any new position or any new entries or exits for me today, just let me know and we'll get them up. But if you could wait till the end of the day after the markets close, I would really appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. I'll be back in about 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right. Thanks for holding through that with me. Okay, let's see who is here today. Tracy Peterson is here. Good to see you, Tracy. Let me make sure I have my microphone on. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Great lesson last night with you and Paxton. You guys did really, really well. Very proud of you. Love is here. Hi, everyone. Clove sprouted a fourth leaf about an hour ago. Yes, I saw that. I'm lucky to be in that trade, and I'll go over that in a moment when we go over my positions. Gary is here. Hello, Greg and Group. Hello, Gary. Good to see you. Steve Burns is here. Hi, Steve. Good to see you, my friend. Always an honor and a privilege to have you here, Steve. Appreciate you coming by. Hope you're having a good day, and thank you for everything that you do for this channel. David is here as well. Good to see you, David. Hope you are doing well, sir. Dan says, it finally clicked that Steve lost a loved one. I'm sorry, Steve. A bit ago, I was on his Twitter and I saw a pictorial, life is short. I got a lump in my throat. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Sorry for that, Steve. And thanks for those words there, Dan. Kamal says, hey, Greg and all. Good to see you, Kamal. Good chatting with you earlier. Lova says, PACW return to value, sideways motion, quickly approaching a higher low V1 today after a false breakout to the downside. Also, RSI has gone above and held for 50 days. PACW, okay. That looks pretty good. That does look pretty good as long as it triggers a V1. That looks pretty good. Let's look over on the weekly. Yeah, weekly looks pretty good as well. Weekly looks pretty good as well. It'd have to trigger a V1 though. Jonathan says, evening, Greg and Group. Sadly, I was a bit stretched yesterday, so I could not buy PTON. That's okay. I mean, wish you'd bought it, but you know, if you felt stretched, you felt stretched. You followed rules. That's good. Good to see you, Jonathan. Frank says, hello, Greg and Group. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day, Frank, and thank you for everything that you contribute to this channel. Steve says, I appreciate everyone's condolences. Yep. Yeah, we all feel for you, Steve. I've lost both my parents, and it's tough. Man, it's tough. So I appreciate what you're going through at the moment. Okay. Sorry, I'm distracted by a couple things. Steve says, G. Brennan's here. Hi. Viewed for a few days and interested in learning more. Thanks for sharing your expertise, Greg. You are welcome, G. Brennan. Appreciate you being here. Really do. Hope you're having a good day. And if there's any questions that you have, please let me know. Okay. All right, let's get started. Berkshire Hathaway. I've got a lot of positions. I'm going to go through them quick. I think I'm the only one in Berkshire Hathaway. Return to value, sideways motion, V1, false breakout to the downside. I bought at 250.86, moved up strongly. I've been taking profits, got to my 1.5 ATR trailing stop mode, had a close below the previous day's low. I sold half. We've had another nice leg up. It's up a little bit today, 0.14%. Up 4.97% on the trade. So good one. Budweiser, I bought Budweiser here at 62.91 at 65.28. It's up 2.69% today. I bought this on a weekly with a higher low V2 in the value zone while MACD was positive. It is up 3.87 total since I bought it at the end of the month. Clover, well, sometimes you just hang in there and something good happens. Johan, Gary, and Kamal and I bought Clover at 757. False breakout to the downside and a V2. MACD was positive. Today it was just coming down and down and down. I don't know what happened here, but something great happened here. It's up 15.24% today. I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 profit targets. I'm probably just going to take this off today. I'm probably just going to lock in this big gain, but up 16% today. What a day. So congratulations to Johan, Gary, Kamal, and myself on this. But just for the record, I'm going to just take this off today. Just enjoy the big win. It's rejected the -1 ATR channel. Who knows? It could continue up tomorrow, but I'm good with it. GPN. Okay, Lily and I bought GPN with a 520 crossover and a V2. I bought it 207.72. It is currently 212. It's up 1.11% today. It is currently up 2.04% for us on the trade. Light. I bought Light along with Lilia. This was a return to value sideways motion false breakout to the downside. I bought it at 91.74 on the weekly. I'll make my decision at the end of the week. It is down on the trade so far, 1.77% about from where I bought it, but no chart damage done to this yet. MasterCard, Tracy, Gary, David, Johan, or Jonathan, and Miko and I did buy MasterCard with the 520 crossover at 368.54. It's currently 378.01. It's up 2% today, and it is up 2.44% on the trade. Netflix. All right. Tracy, Jonathan, and I bought Netflix with rejection of the 200-day. I bought it at 511.81. Deep dip buy, good risk to reward ratio. Just had a monster trade. It's up 1.18% today. I did hit one profit target at 554.04. And this trade is currently up 7.52%. Q's. I bought Q's along with Frank, Steve, and David. I bought here false breakout to the downside and V2 at 313.82. It's been a monster run. Steve bought on the 31st with the 520 crossover at 318.92. This has been a fantastic trade, up 6.22%. SPY. I buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning. I bought it yesterday at 406.59. I sold it this morning at 407.92 for a nice overnight SPY trade. I'll buy that again at the close. SSO, Tracy, David, and I bought SSO, false return to value, false breakout to the downside, V1, bought it at 98.93. It has gone on a huge tear. It looks like it's rejected the 70 RSI today. We're at 69.84. It got higher than that. This trade so far is up 8.75%. I will sell half of this today with the rejection of the 70 RSI. If it closes back under the 70, I'll lock in half profits here. Gold. Oh, maybe I should show you the gold trade, intraday trade first because it's kind of noisy. All right. I bought gold here with this return to value, lots of sideways motion. We had a fractal here with a high, two lower highs to the left, two lower highs to the right. I bought when we broke out of this tight range over this. So it's a breakout. Essentially, a fractal is a breakout over a high with two lower highs to the left, two lower highs to the right. I waited till the end of the bar. I got it at 164.47. Here we had a nice big up bar. I sold half at 164.55. Got another big up bar, sold at 164.63. And then here we had a close below the previous day's low. So in at 164.47, out at 164.55, out at 164.60, and at 164.63. All right, so that's the day trade. Let us take a look at the swing trade. Swing trade I bought yesterday with a 520 crossover. I bought at 162.75. Gap through my first profit target, luckily at 163.51, and hit another one at 164.27. So up 1.04% on the day with the 520 crossover. VIX, I did have a quick little VIX trade this morning, back here somewhere. All right, we had a we closed below the value zone, came back down. We had a higher low V1 in the value zone. I bought it at 1036. Next bar went racing up. I sold at 1041. Next bar rejected the 50 RSI, got out at 1040. Then we had a close below. So not a lot of, not a lot of sense as far as the movement, but of course it's a $10. It's $10 equity. So, you buy a lot of shares. So I bought at 1036, out at 1038, out at 1040, and out at 1041. All right, lastly, I shorted Beyond Meat. The reason I shorted Beyond Meat, because I looked at the daily and I saw the big down bar, and we rallied back to halfway. My view when that happens is I would look for a short to the downside. If we have a big down bar, get to halfway, and then back down. And what I did was I shorted here. We rejected the 70 RSI. We rejected the 5 EMA. I shorted at 135.35, went sideways, didn't do much. We had a big down bar. I covered half at 184.84. Next bar closed above 50 RSI. I covered the other half at 134.96. We had a close above the previous day, or sorry, that one shouldn't be. Then we got back up here to break even. So on that last quarter, I got out at break even. So good little trade all around. So every single trade was positive today. Every swing trade, every day trade. So I am definitely grateful for that. Let's go over and take a look at your positions. PKI. Jonathan bought PKI at 129.70. It's currently 131.85. He's up 1.28%. He did sell, or up 1.28% today. So up on the day, up on the trade. He did sell half yesterday. Light, we talked about Light, but Gary sold credit spreads on Light. The $80 77.50s expire April 16th. As long as it stays above $80, Gary keeps the $60 per contract. It's $90, so that's okay. DocuSign. Bruce. All right. Bruce is a friend and a client of mine. He bought, and Kamal, who else? Somebody else is in here. Johan bought DocuSign with a close under, close back over the 200-day moving average, or 250, bought at 202.40. It is currently 212.44. It's up 3.27%. They did hit one profit target today. Bruce did anyway. So that's a great trade. NVIDIA up nicely. Steve bought NVIDIA with the 1030 crossover. He bought at 557.74. It's 574.07, up 1.48% on the day and nicely up on the trade. GNRC, Steve bought GNRC with the 520 crossover at 329.49. It's currently 331.71, up 1.75%. Very nice on the day. AMD, David bought AMD at 81.50. It's currently 83.36, up nicely so far from his entry. FCX, Steve bought FCX at 35.35. It's currently 34.49. This one is down a little on the trade, but up a little on the day. NVAX. All right. So this is Frank. Frank bought NVAX all the way back here. This has been a long-term trade, but a good one. He bought at 135. It more than doubled. He sold half of his position, not half, 90% of his position. He just kept, so he locked in gains 90% on that strength. He kept 10% for fun. And good thing he did lock in 90% gains. It's still profitable on the trade, but it's come way back. But fantastic trade, Frank. AGQ, what a trade for Steve on AGQ. This is unbelievable. Bounced a deep dip buy with the bounce off the 30. Bought at 39.68. It's 44.84. It's up 2.96 just today. And it is up 11.53% on the trade. So excellent trade, Steve. Square, another huge day. Johan, Gary bought Square with the 520 cross, bought it at 236.60. It's 257.61. It's up 5.1% just today. And total on the trade up 8.15%. So some big moves. PTON, Steve bought PTON yesterday with the 520 crossover at 115.21. It's currently 123.12. It's up 6.9% in one day. Very nice. Lemonade, Lilia, way to go, Lemonade. On Lemonade. Double bottom, bullish divergence. Bullish engulfing bar bought at 89.50. It's 95.74. It's up 4.47% on the day and up 6.43% so far on the trade. So congratulations, Lilia. Really glad to see that happen for you. Riot. Gary sold the credit spreads, the 45, 42, 50s. It's 49.76. Gary wants us to close above 54 and 45, and it is up there. So hopefully this will hold above 45 by April 16th. BYD is Paxton and Tracy. Beautiful trade, bought all the way back here at 47.80, sold half here, 58.60. It's had another leg up. It's up 1.28%, so excellent. TQQQ, big day for Steve. Steve bought the 520 crossover at 95.49. It's currently 105.18. It's up 2.95%. This beauty of a trade is up 9.21%. So way to go, Steve Burns. UGL. Steve bought UGL, which is double leverage gold. He bought that based upon the 520 crossover on GLD. This is 2 times leverage, so it goes up twice as much as regular gold. He bought at 55.73. It's 56.90. This is up 2.11%. Very good. CMG, another great trade from Frank. Frank bought CMG, which is Chipotle, at 14.52. It's 15.14.55. He sold a quarter profit yesterday. So this is up nicely. And then lastly, UTZ. Frank and Steve bought UTZ at 25.77. It's currently 25.73. So slightly down on the day. Slightly down on the trade, but it is up nicely on the day. So congratulations there. I don't think any of us had a losing trade. No one had a losing trade. All my trades are positive. Day trades were positive. All of these trades are positive. How about that, everybody? Holy smokes. Lilia says, hello, everyone. Hi, Lilia. Yavar is here. Good to see you, Yavar. Hope you are doing well. Steve says, nice run today on my PTON. Yep, we looked at that. Steve says, Apple finally has a 10-30-day crossover. Let me look at Apple, see where that's at. Okay, that's a little too high for me to buy. It's above the second ATR channel, right up there at the third. But Steve says there is a 10-30 crossover. Steve says CTLT has a 520 crossover. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Hey, give me 1 second, everybody. I'm sorry. I have to take care of something that's time sensitive here. One sec. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Steve said he was stopped out of FCX. Okay, Steve. I'll take that off then. I was stopped out of UTZ as well. Okay. Okay. Kamal says team. Yeah, higher low V2 above 70 RSI. MACD's positive. That looks pretty good. Kamal. Frank has a poem for us. This is going to be good. It always is. Between the buy and the sell, a trade does well. Where the price takes us, we can't always tell. Though a dog can hunt with a sense of smell, traders must follow rules if they're going to do well. Man, just fantastic as always, Frank. Let me read that again. Between the buy and the sell, a trade does well. Where the price takes us, we can't always tell. Though a dog can hunt with a sense of smell, traders must follow rules if they're going to do well. How good is that? How good is that? Thank you so much, Frank. Steve says, I may have missed posting something over there. Etsy has a 520 crossover. Does it? I see 207.17 to 207.14. I don't see the crossover yet, Jonathan. Steve says DT has a 520 crossover. Yes, that looks good. Steve says SCCO. Oh yeah, you guys did well last time on SCCO. That does look pretty good, actually. SCCO. Let me put that down here. SCCO. That is a nice crossover. Let me do a little math on that. All right, so I've got that up there. Snow has a 520 crossover. Yes, it certainly does. Little bearish bar, but it certainly has a crossover. Yvar says, Greg, for your day trades, do you have a short list of stocks? You know, I just spend all day going through my watch list. Basically, Yvar, I go through the watch list on the daily. I see if something looks good on the daily that I might want to take a trade on intraday, long or short. So I just spend most of the day just going through my watch list here. You know, there's some stocks that I tend to focus on, like the indexes or Apple, or on Beyond Meat. I just was clicking through Beyond Meat and I saw this and I went, oh wow, we have a big down bar and a reversal. We're at halfway. So that looks kind of interesting. And I went, and I looked on intraday to see if I could find the trade. So I just do it manually, just from my watch list. Steve says Etsy has a 1050 EMA crossover. Has a 1050 EMA cross SMA is far apart. Yes, it does have a 1050 crossover. You are correct. So let me put that down here. Do a little math on Etsy. All right, let me put this down here. All right, let's put Etsy on there. All right, good to go. All right, so before we get to looking at these potential end of day trades and trying to narrow them all down, I just want to talk a little bit about trader psychology. This is from Patient McTrader. This is a former student of mine from Australia who has turned out to be just an amazing trader. I mean, just an amazing trader. And I appreciate his post. I've posted this one before, but I saw it again today. I was like, that is just so good. When you're follow him at Patient McTrader. He is a thinker. I'll tell you what, he is a thinker, and he's turned out to be an amazing trader, and he really understands the nuances of trader psychology. Let's see what he says. When you're more focused on risk rather than profit, you will be more profitable. Ironic, right? If you're focused more on risk rather than profit, you will be more profitable. The mindset will change your trading behavior. You will stop chasing trades. FOMO will be a thing of the past. You will trade less. The trade you patiently wait for will be worth it. You know, I always talk about focusing on risk, and if you do, the profits will take care of themselves. But if you focus on profits, ironically, the risk will take care of you. So, you know, focus on risk. Always first thing. Focus on risk. When you're more focused on risk rather than profit, you will be more profitable. This mindset will change your trading behavior. You will stop chasing trades. FOMO will be a thing of the past, and you will trade less. The trade that you then patiently wait for will be worth it. So subscribe to Patient M Trader or Patient McTrader. You'll find him on Twitter. And thank you very much. This was great to see this, and hope you're doing well down there in Australia. Morgs is here. Good to see you, Morgs. All right, give me one more second, everybody. Sorry. Okay, Ava is also here. Hi, everyone. CRWD has a 520 cross, but SMA is $3 above. CRWD. Yeah, it does have a 520 crossover. I don't know how that back tests, though. Let me do the back test real quick. Okay, so here's the back test on CRWD. 520 EMA crossover, run back test. It does back test positively, $105 compared to $320 with buy and hold. The back test actually has a bigger drawdown than buy and hold, which is unusual. All right, so before I start looking at new trades, let me quickly go over current trades. Berkshire Hathaway's great, fine, looking for a close below the previous day's low to get out of half. Budweiser on the monthlies doing great, don't have to do anything there. Clove, wow. Oh, you know what? Let me take another profit target on Clove. I didn't know it kept going up. Holy hamburgers. Let me take a profit target while I got it. That baby's up 23% today. Wow. Unreal. Sometimes you just don't know. I just hit another profit target here. I just took it. You heard me do that. But I will be getting out of this and locking in 23.8%. It's unreal. GPN, doing great. One profit target. Don't have to do anything there. Light went positive, so that's good. A little negative on the trade, but positive on the day. MasterCard, strong like bull. Doing great. Nothing I have to do there. Netflix, up fantastic. One profit target. I don't have to do anything there. The Qs, did not reject the 70 RSI, so I will keep. SPY, of course, I'm buying at the close of the day. SSO looks to me like it rejected the 70. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take this off today. It's at the 70 RSI. I have a lot of positions. I've had a great day. I may hit a profit target. I have it at 108.60, so it's 11 cents away. You'll hear it if it hits, but I have too many positions. I'm just going to lock in profits on this. I mean, this is, this is an 8.92% gain, and I just want fewer things to go over. My gosh. Gold, doing fine, doing great. Nothing I have to do there, and so we're good. We're good. I can get rid of Beyond Meat. That was a day trade. VIX. Under 30, over 30, still under 30. All right. Boeing. Boeing is not bad. We came into the value zone. We made a lower high, but we washed out the low. Here was the low right here, and we have a V1, and we are back. Oh, we are over the 50 RSI. So yeah, Boeing's not bad. AdVibe, earlier in the day, it had a crossover. It does not anymore. Here's SCCO. Here's the 520 crossover. MACD just went positive. This is Southern Peru copper, right? So it's a commodity play. That does backtest well. 571.09 compared to 71.05. So it does have the backtest. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly's in the value zone. It's right up against resistance of the 1 ATR channel, but did clear the 50-day, the 50 SMA so far, and we have essentially what is a higher low V2, and MACD's positive. So I kind of quite like that, actually. And then Etsy. So Etsy has the 1050 crossover, 206.12. 206.12. Okay, so they're both even. If they're both even, this does count as a crossover, just like I had on gold the other day. Looks pretty good on the weekly. It's in the value zone. It's cleared the 50 RSI and the 50-day moving average. But again, it's 206.12 compared to 206.12. As long as they're equal or greater, I kind of like Etsy. HQY is a false breakout to the downside in the V1. Pretty good. Only 241,000 shares though traded. That concerns me a little bit. We have the resistance of the negative 1 ATR channel above. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, so yeah, this is why it came up on the scanner, because it has multiple supports on multiple time frames. It's okay. It's 241,000 shares traded. That concerns me a little bit. PRT, nicely in the value zone, just waiting for some sideways motion in a V1. So this is well set up right here for a V1 or a V2 return to value for V1 or V2. SPCE, false breakout to the downside. And a V1. I took this, I got stopped out of this yesterday for a loss, but here we have another trigger. That is a potential. Kind of hard to take two and take something that you just got clobbered on, but Cloudflare, I could not pull this up on my back test, so I don't know if this 520 crossover is correct. Bill has a 520 crossover. I don't know if that is correct. It's also a fractal. Here's a high with two lower highs to the left, two lower highs to the right. Over on the weekly, that looks pretty good. V1 on the weekly last week. False breakout. Yeah, that I should have looked at that on the weekly. I may have taken that, but it's okay. I don't know how this back tests, so I can't really comment on that one. ZG has has a 520 crossover. A lot of movement to it already, though. You know, is it going to just keep on running? It might, but I'd like a little more play in it than just buying this huge extended. Whoever bought down here, they are waiting for something to go wrong or for this to get weak. And if they do, there will be sellers. I guarantee that. QLYS. Don't see anything there. Dada. Do not see anything there. CHW. 520 crossover. I do not know how this backtests, everyone, so I can't really comment, but it does have a 520 crossover. It's above the 50 RSI. Be better if MACD was positive. Philip Morris having a big day. No real signal here in the value zone, though, but better place to buy it in the value zone than up here. This is where I want to be selling. Goldman Sachs, I'm waiting for a 520 EMA crossover on Goldman Sachs. We've had a big move down. Now we're moving sideways. Maybe low, 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 low. I guess technically this is a V1, but it's not a valid V1 because it has not washed out the low very, very well. I mean, just barely by a few cents. I'm going to just wait for the crossover so I don't get, because there is a lot of resistance up here. Lemonade, I guess the scanner picked this up because this is a higher low V2. So this is okay. I think I'm going to stay away from that. And GRWG, big day there, but that looks a little chasey to me. Okay, so let's take a look here. Boeing, false breakout to the downside, V1, good risk to reward ratio. If we look over on the weekly, it's holding support of the 5 EMA, holding support of the 100-day moving average. We came down, we had this big up bar, we tested the halfway, bounced off it. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you. SCCO has the 520 crossover. That does backtest well. I think I'm going to let that one go because of the one ATR channel on the weekly. That concerns me just a little bit. But nice big strong day today. And MACD went positive. That's a tough one. And the V2. Ugh. That's a tough one. Etsy 260.07 to 260.11. Okay, so the 10 has crossed under the 50 now, so I can forget about that one unless it closes back over. And then Virgin Galactic, false breakout to the downside, potential V1, has not participated in this in the green day today whatsoever. That's a little concerning. If we look at SCCO on the monthly, boy, it's high though. It's really high. It does have the third ATR channel below as support. Let's look at Boeing on the monthly. I mean, it's in a more reasonable area. It's in the value zone. Weekly, bounced below off the -1 ATR channel. I think I like Boeing the best, to be honest with you. So we've uncrossed on Etsy. So really for me, Boeing and SCCO. And I'll have to make a game time decision between which one I like, but Boeing looks like the better risk to reward ratio to me than SCCO, but SCCO has a lot of signals 520 crossover, V2. If it rejects the 50, that would be a bad sign. Also, MACD is positive. So that's a tough one. But again, I have a lot of positions, right? I have a lot of positions, and you know, one, there are a lot to manage, and two, you know, if I don't have any copper, obviously, so that wouldn't be very correlated. I don't have anything in the aviation space either. So, okay, let me see what I have to do today. All right. I did take another Clover's up 22.8%. Unreal. I am getting out of Clover today. I'm just locking in. If somebody throws me a 22% gain, I'm probably going to take it. Who knows? It could go up again tomorrow, but I don't care. And I hit, well, I don't have time to do that now, but I hit another profit target, right? I sold it when it was right about here. So with that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm already out of 60% of the position. I'm just going to take it. GPN, doing great. And SSO rejected the 70. I'm going to go ahead and sell SSO right now just to get something off my board. And I'm very happy if it keeps going up. I don't care. All right, so that's that. We have about 12 minutes to go. So I did sell SSO. I'm going to go ahead and sell Clove right here. Get that out of the way. All right, so I'm out of Clove. So the question for me here at the end of the day is, do I like Southern Peru? I'm concerned about the 1 ATR channel. There was a lot of consolidation here. There was a big day down. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Boeing today. I think Boeing will be my go-to on the day. So I'll buy Boeing at the close. Give me a sec. Ava says, oh, I already said that one. And good to see you, Ava. Kamal says, you're welcome. Lova says, PACW is a V1 now. Yes, it is. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Good solid trade plan there. Halfway the washout bar is where I would put my stop. Yes, just make sure that closes above. If you know, that's how I would look at it. Johnson, good to see you, Johnson. Oh, Steve's long apple. Okay, so Steve's long's apple. I'll get that up after. It's a false breakout to the downside. Bullish engulfing bar, V1. Looks pretty good, Johnson. And Steve is long SCCO at 72.83 on the 520 crossover. Okay, sounds good. I'll get that updated as well. Okay. All right. Wow, what a day. What a day. Unbelievable with CLOV today. Unreal. GPN making a high on the day. Very good. Ooh, maybe a profit target. Get on up there, baby. Get on up there. Steve says, I am fully loaded on individual stock positions and metals. No more room for anything else but ETFs in my IRA without selling something new to make room. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, at some point you just can't take everything every day. You're going to max out your account, you know. I have a rule, 60% is the most that I will ever commit to all of my different positions, even if they're completely uncorrelated. So I think that's where Steve is. So good luck with the ones that you have, Steve. So I'm looking at Boeing today here. Speaking of Apple, what is Apple doing? Oh, up $2.33, up 1.81%. And so Steve took the 1030 crossover on Apple. A lot of things, a lot of positions. See the big bar that we had up on QLD? Now, if this were getting back to about halfway, this is where I would be looking to possibly buy. But I'd have to have, I'd have to have a trigger. But you can see so far, that's right where it got to. Big up bar, came back down, tested about the halfway, and it bounced from there. Bounced perfectly so far, didn't it? About 4 minutes to go. We'll watch Boeing intraday here. Okay. About a minute and a half to go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and buy Boeing. And that's that. Done and done. All right. So I bought SPY at 408.52 and I bought Boeing at 254.83. All right. 408.52. That's my new overnight SPY trade. And then Boeing, I bought at 254.83. Boy, our board is getting big, everybody. That's all I can say. It is getting big, big, big. I'll leave some room over here. I know we have some new ones. Apple. All right, so hey, real quick, if any of my students have any new positions for me today that they'd like me to update on the board, please go ahead, put it in. This is the time to do it, and I'll get them all updated for you. Real quick, 3 quick pieces of business before we get to that. One, just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I teach a really good course, total of 15 hours, 5 sessions. Each session is 3 hours. I teach you all 5 of my trading approaches that I use, all 5 of my trading strategies. I teach you step by step how to position size, emergency stop, end of day stop, profit targets, overhead resistance, position sizing for volatility. And I use 5 different approaches because the markets do all different sorts of things. So I have an approach to use pretty much regardless of what the market is doing. So if you are interested in doing the course with me at $1,750, but I think it's worth every penny. I know you're going to be a really good trader and you will be taught well, I promise you, if you take this course, because I put a lot of energy and it's very important to me that my students succeed. So if you're interested, you can just send me an email. The email's in the description of this video. If you know, just send me an email, says Greg, interested in the course, I will reply, say great, fantastic. Let's do a Skype call. Skype call is free. I just want to know more about you and your trading, what your challenges are and what your goals are. It's also a good time to ask me any questions about the course that you might have. And then you can think about it. And then if you decide you want to take it in the future, just email me back and we'll get it scheduled. Number 2, I do have a new online course available on udemy.com. It's the deep dip buy stock trading strategy, one of my favorite strategies. It's a great course. It's 9.5 hours of video, 26 videos total, 15 study guides, and in it I teach you step by step how to trade the deep dip buy course. It's only like $12 or $15. I just got an email from somebody telling me, hey, this course is so great, you need to price it higher, but I don't price it. You know, Udemy has control of the pricing, so I don't price it. But take advantage of that because it's only like, when it's on sale, it's only like $12 or $15, and I guarantee you it's worth a lot more than that. So if you're interested in that, the link to udemy.com is in the description. And take that course. I'm telling you, he said he'd been a trader for 25 years, but that course helped him fill a lot of the gaps that he hadn't figured out. So that was nice to hear, right? So links down there if you want to check it out, and you should, because it will help your trading. And then lastly, but not least, if you could hit the thumbs up button today, I would really, really appreciate it. It helps to build the channel. It helps to keep the channel around, lets YouTube know that there's some valuable content here. And if you could do it, I would really appreciate it before you get on with your day. Okay, that's all the business we need to take a look at. Let's take a look. So Steve got into Apple. At 130.22. With a 1030 EMA crossover. Okay, and that's Steve. Very good, Steve. Steve is also an SCCO. Good setup there. 72.38. Okay. 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 Kamal is in team. higher low V2. And in Boeing. Okay, good luck there, Kamal. Lilia is an SCCO. And Goldman Sachs. Good luck with that, Lilia. Gary is in BA. Wait. SCCO. Out of Clove. Yep. What a trade that was. 20%. Unreal. Out of 1/4 of SQ. So you're down to half. All right, Tracy is out of SSO. Yep, and so am I. Tracy is out of SSO. And NSCCO. A lot of S's and O's. David bought Apple yesterday, huh? Okay. Nice. I can keep those straight. I'll just kind of put this up here so I know. Okay. Plus BA. We'll see if that one works. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's going to work, right? Then out of SSO. All right, so I think everybody's out of SSO. Good trades, guys. Gabriel, hello Gabriel. Gabriel said, Greg, just wondering, why do you buy the SPY overnight? Well, it backtests well, Gabriel. If you go into my YouTube channel under the lessons section, I have a total video on there that explains why I buy the SPY every night, hold it overnight, take the overnight risk, sell it first thing the next morning. It's essentially you're getting paid to take risk, and it does backtest well. But just go to my YouTube channel, go to the lessons section, and there's a maybe a 20-minute video where I explain everything exactly why I buy the SPY every night, hold it overnight, take the overnight risk, and sell it first thing the next morning. So check out that video. Actually, let me see. Maybe I can find it faster for you. Here it is. I'm doing an interview tomorrow with a 10-minute stock trader. So it won't be out tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to that, and I will post that when that comes available. All right, here we go. There's the link, Gabriel, right there in the chat. So watch that and it will explain everything. Gary says, thank you, Greg. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, Gary. Johnson says, cheers, guys. Good to see you. Or Jonathan does. Good to see you, Jonathan. Dan says, smash the like button. And to quote my favorite stock market poet, I regret that I have but one thumb to give. Nice. Thank you for that, Dan. Gabriel says, yes, started the course yesterday, finding it very interesting. Fantastic. Let me know if you have any questions, Gabriel. I'm very happy to help you. Brian Schwartz, is your Udemy class for sale? I think it's on sale right now. But you know, if it's not, wait till it is. You know, I think when it's not on sale, it's like $99, but you know, Udemy, most of the time it's on sale. So, oh, Gary says on sale right now for $11.99. There you go. Yeah, hope you like that, Brian, if you decide to get it. Dan says, Greg, you are welcome to read my Udemy review on your deep dip buy if you want. Thank you. I will. I looked for it, Dan. I don't see it on my end yet. I'll have to take a look. I did check for it. Johnson says, FUBO have some market moves. FUBO. FUBO. Up 3.53%. So yeah, it's moving after hours. Lovis says the lesson section of the channel is goldmine. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, listen, before we leave, I want to read this like every day. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction, by Martin Kornfeld. It's pretty straightforward. Let's go out and do something nice for somebody today. If you come across someone, do something nice. It'll make their day. If you come across an animal, do something nice. It will make their day. You know, there's worse things in the world than to make a person's day and to make an animal's day. It should make you all feel good. You know, so I have a small little platform here, but I like to at least share some kind of positive message every day. And one more time, if we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. It's true, right? Gibber says, thanks, Greg. You are welcome. All right, everybody, I've got to get out of here. I'm up against the clock. So congratulations on a great day of trading. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. And what's tomorrow? Friday? Yep, so tomorrow's Friday. Take care, everyone. Appreciate you being here. Bye-bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity.